Well, welcome, Lego Star Wars fans, to the very first episode of Lego Star Wars Collector. My name is Marcus Fontaine, and I'll be filming all the Lego Star Wars sets. Lego Star Wars Collectors, all about collecting Lego Star Wars, with the sets, ships, and your minifigures. And I'm going to give you a lot of details in it. So this is my very first Star Wars set. This is a 2012 release. 2012 release. And this is called the Sith Fury Class Interceptor. Recommended ages 9 to 14. Let me show you the box of it. Alright, here's the box. It's massive. I know it's kind of really big to have my first set, really huge. And recommended ages 9 to 14. Set 9500. Like I said, it's called the Sith Fury Class Interceptor, containing 748 pieces. And you get 3 minifigures. You get Darth Malchus, Sith Trooper 1, Sith Trooper 2. Here's the front of the box. Just one picture. And here's the back. Really cool features right there. Shows sections where you go. If you want to look more details on Lego Star Wars, you can go to lego.com and buy this set. Well, I buy this at Toys R Us. You could go to lego.com. You could go to Toys R Us, Galaxy Bricks, or on eBay. You know, they collect collections like this. eBay also sells Legos. And then here's your instruction manuals. This is not the instruction manuals. This is the instruction manuals. This booklet, you have 2 instruction booklets. Book 1, and then you have book 2, which is pretty nice. So, there's our minifigs. There's only 3 of them, and there's a Sith Fury Class Interceptor. So, get 2 of these, and it's very cool. So let's look at the up close right now. Okay, so here is our up close. Very first up close. We're going to start with our minifigures. They are over here. Here is Darth Malchus. If you see pretty clearly. Oh, this came off. Here's Darth Malchus. Here's his scar on his face with the cool features. Scar on face. He got those orange eyes. Really cool on him. He also gets this red lightsaber, which I like it too. So, pretty cool on him. You also got these Sith Troopers. You get 2 of these Sith Troopers. They look the same. Let me pop this off. And they have the same faces. Nice details on it. They have the same face, the same masks. So they kind of look like clones. They look like a little bit more like clones. So that's kind of cool. So we show the minifigures. Let's get on to the Sith Fury Class Interceptor. Alright. This thing is kind of massive. And I'm going to show you the cool parts of it and the not so cool parts of it. But most of it, it's a very cool part. Alright. You open this. Alright. And then here is your cockpit. It's a really small cockpit. I don't know if you can see clearly better. But there it is. There's your chair. It's a very small cockpit. You can only fit one minifigure in it. There's a controller. This swivels. This could be a small ramp or whatever you want to call this. I don't know what this is usually for. It's probably a small ramp. That's my opinion. So there's the front, all right, and then Darth Malchus gets to ride in the ship. So all you have to do very quickly is just take this head off, all right, and you take the cape off, and then and his lifesaver, and then that's how you do it. Okay, let him stick right in there. It's kind of hard to stick him in there. A little hard. I have to put his arm up. So, there, I stuck him in. This closes, and then this closes too. Well, like that, and then bam. That's how it goes. Now let's start with the side. Though these are called the flicking missiles. And it is pretty hard to flick them. Watch. Really hard to flick these when you hold them. You're supposed to flick them, but it's really hard to flick them. So the best way is just like press it, hold it, and then yeah, that shoots off and flies off. So that's how I do it with those flicking missiles. So it's kind of hard to flick them. So that's the one thing I don't get this about. And then you got stickers. You have flicking missiles. The other side of the Sith Fury has the same thing too. Has the same flicking missiles and the same stickers. Alright, let's show you above of the Sith Fury. Get those two blasters on top. Get those two lights or whatever called. Get those two laser shot blasters. Laser shots. Shot lasers, I want to call it. And pretty cool detail. I want to show you what this does, okay? Alright. Also, the Sith troopers also get blasters. And let's look at the back. A lot of cool features in the back. Alright. So, here I'm going to show you something very cool. Put this camera up. This wings fold. That's cool. I like this. Alright, and then, alright, let me show you how this is done. So you just have to be very careful with it. It's breakable. It's hard to put those pieces in. And then, voila, it flies. I'm actually carrying this with one hand. You have to be very careful and balanced. Because if you drop this piece falls off very easily. So that's one thing that you have to be careful. If you're not having a cameraman with you and you're the one who's holding camera and holding the Lego, holding with one hand and like lifting up, you have to be very careful of that. So, because if you drop it, all the pieces, and you have to figure out which ones goes. You don't have to figure out, but you have to go back to instruction manuals if you still have them and stuff. Then this opens too. And back of there, it's kind of opening room. Alright, I'm gonna move this far away and give you another close-up view. And you take these two out, and those are blasters for the Sith troopers, alright? Just hold on a second. Let me put those on that Sith trooper. They both had the same blasters, so kind of like clones. And bam, you have those. And then you can shoot stuff in case something is after them. And then And if they're not in a fight, in a battle, you could just put these right back. It's kind of a little hard to put them back, but, you know, just have to stick them in, and there you go. Yeah, this comes off. Well, anyway, you know they have blasters, so, you know, I don't want to waste my time putting in this, so let's show you how this does. And there's just 2 red bars, kind of controllers, and then Sith Trooper 1 stands there, and then the second one just sits down and minding his own business. That, and then that closes up, and if you're ready to fly, you could fly. And then they're all in set positions, and then you could do whatever you want with this. But just be careful, just keep in good balance, and make sure it does not falls off, because that's one thing you have to be careful. And then this could fly off, and then the wings could just maneuver. And cool details, really cool details on this set. So that's my most favorite part. I love this Sith Fury, including the Sith troops and including the minifigs, such as Sith troops and Darth Malchus. I like Darth Malchus the most. So here is your class Interceptor. All right, so after I finish my review, I do ratings from young kids, older kids, and adults. I'm going to have a 5-star ratings. How much would the kids like? How much would the older kids like? And how much will the adults like? So, for the young kids, we are going to give a 3-star ratings. 3-star ratings. I know they like this set. They like this set a lot. The reason I want to give them 3 is this set is not really much meant to like play and fly around and like move it quickly. It's not really that much to play hard. I mean, you could play with it, but I'm saying you can't play with this really rough, because young kids want to play their Legos really rough with their minifigs. And then when they under construction, when they build it, like when they try to put the pieces, they're going to have a hard time. I'm talking about ages 5, 6 years old. Somewhere between that, they're going to have a hard time building it, and they might need someone's help to help them finish building this thing, because it will take a long time. But this took me 4 to 5 hours in total to finish this Sith Fury, because there were so many pieces and there were doubles of them. You had to do it over and over. And one time when I was building it, I dropped this and all the pieces just fell out, and I have to put them back together all over again. So that's why I'm giving it 3-star ratings for the young kids. They can't play with it really rough. Older kids, we're also going to give a 3. Alright, same thing as for the young kids. They can't play rough. That's why, same thing. And adults, we're going to give a 5. We're going to give a 5-star ratings, because they can enjoy the set a lot. And if one of the adults are Star Wars fans, they can enjoy building this. And then, like, they can make reviews and play with their minifigs and like just make a stand and like show a lot of details. And probably going to be interested into bigger sets like these. So, thank you for watching the very first episode of Lego Star Wars Collector. We see you on the next episode, which is the second episode. And I already finished building that set. So we will see you next time on Lego Star Wars Collector. Bye-bye.